Puerto Rican Freedom Project Committee will continue to provide the community with updates regarding the recent wave of oppression waged against the Puerto Rican community. After no movement was made on the initial 5 individuals who were given subpoenas for the first grand jury against Puerto Ricans, a second grand jury has been initiated in June. 4 of the original individuals who were subpoenaed have been re-subpoenaed: Taina, Christopher, and others.
We're here to denounce the grand jury because the United States government is using the grand jury as an instrument of political internment. They know that these compañeros are not, they're not going to collaborate with the grand jury, and not collaborating with the grand jury can result in what they call civil contempt. Civil contempt the judge can incarcerate someone. So we're here because we know that the main purpose of the grand jury is to repress political ideas, in particular the pro-independence idea, people who believe that Puerto Rico should be an independent country. That this is being done in light of the most recent development at the United Nations on June 9th. The United Nations Decolonization Committee again overwhelmingly supports the right of the Puerto Rican people to self-determination and independence. Every country spoke on the right for the Puerto Rican people to determine their own status and denounced that the United States transfer power to the Puerto Rican people. The case of Puerto Rico will be going in front of the General Assembly for the next coming year, and every committee member of the Decolonization Committee is supporting that fact, telling the United States, you need to get out of Puerto Rico, you need to free Puerto Rico, you need to remove all the repressive agencies like the FBI, you need to clean up Vieques because you have bombed it for 60 years and that is harmful to the people of Puerto Rico. You need to free all Puerto Rican political prisoners, and these compañeros, the 5 that have been subpoenaed so far, all believe in the independence of Puerto Rico. All are activists in Puerto Rico and the United States. They fought for the Vieques people, they fought to free Puerto Rican political prisoners, and they're fighting to free Puerto Rico of U.S. colonialization. So that's why we're here to denounce, to support them in their political ideas and support their families. And we will picket here until we get rid of this grand jury abuse against the Puerto Rican people. Yesterday, the lawyers for Tania Frontera, Christopher Torres, and Jose Diaz filed motions on Wednesday, motions to quash the subpoena. They were supposed to be here today, but late yesterday, the DA called them and said that they were postponing today's case because the DA wants time to answer to their motions to quash the subpoena. And what that means, motion to quash, is a procedure that is used where you go before the judge and you tell them that the reasons they want the subpoenas to be thrown out is because there are constitutional and international grounds that each compañero has to defend against this subpoena. I just want to make something very clear to everybody. None of the 5 have ever been accused of any crime. This grand jury has no accusations against them. This grand jury is being used as an intelligence gathering mechanism. It's being used to intimidate those who believe in the independence of Puerto Rico. There is no accusations against them. That's why we're saying that this is really an injustice, and the real crime that is being committed is U.S. colonization of Puerto Rico.
This Friday, June 27, 2008 at 1:30 p.m., Taina Fronteras and Christopher Torres have been requested to testify in front of the grand jury in Brooklyn Federal Courthouse, 225 Camden Plaza East on Tillery Street, Brooklyn, New York. In the tradition of Albizu Campos, other Puerto Rican freedom fighters, and conscious-minded people everywhere, the Puerto Rican individuals subpoenaed will not be cooperating with the proceedings. The Hostos Grand Jury Resistance Committee is calling all forces to come out in support of their actions and in protest of these entire proceedings, which are a mockery of justice. Join the Puerto Rican Freedom Project on July 25, 2008 at their second fundraiser for the Freedom Album, the musical compilation to raise awareness regarding the Puerto Rican political prisoners and necessary funds for them and their families. This date marks the 110th anniversary of the U.S. occupation in Puerto Rico to show our continued and relentless resistance to the American hegemony. Join us at 7 p.m. at Camaradas El Barrio, 1st Avenue between 115th and 116th Street. An art auction will be held to raise funds for the project, in addition to a blowout performance by M-Team, Bombayo, Not For Profit, Division X, and the Welfare Poets. For more information, go to www.prfreedomproject.org or www.myspace.com/freeourpoliticalprisoners.